On Tomorrow's World today, we explore the cutting-edge advances that are shaping 4 different worlds. The world of inspiration, where the wonders of the natural world amaze and inspire us. The world of creation, where ideas come to life from traditional arts. The world of innovation, where ideas and inventions move us all forward. The world of production, where innovations are mass-produced to improve our lives. From Invention Land World Headquarters, here's your host, George Davison.
Did you know that one of your old toys could be worth thousands of dollars? Welcome to Tomorrow's World today. Now let's rewind to when toys were made by hand in the 1800s, when German factories figured out how to mass produce toys, like wooden trains, rag dolls, and even wind-up toys. Suddenly, toys weren't handmade heirlooms anymore. They sat on toy store shelves around the world. Plastics came next, and suddenly toys were inexpensive to make, like Little Green Army Men or He-Man. Then cartoons started to flood our TVs, and companies realized, hey, if we make them look like characters, people won't just play, they'll collect. Fast forward, and voila, the collectibles toy industry was born. Remember that Beanie Baby that you put up in the attic? One of them just sold at auction for $9,000. And how about that old Hot Wheels car? One sold for $50,000. Now, toys aren't kid stuff anymore. They're tomorrow's Wall Street. All right, enough history. I'm gonna send Greg to the world of creation to see how tomorrow's toy collectibles are created.
People love to collect things, whether it's seashells on the beach or comic books or baseball cards. Collections can remind us of where we've been or be a window into where we are. It can help to make friends and build community. And sometimes it's just plain fun. And that's why we're here in Everett, Washington at Funko HQ to explore the latest innovations in Funko Pop collectibles and see how you can pop yourself.
Greg from Tomorrow's World Today, welcome.
Thank you, Jason from Funko. Thanks for having me here, man. This is going to be great. So you are the Vice President of Licensing and Business Development for Funko, and I know that's a huge part of the organization. But what I'd really like to learn about first is the history of the company. Can you take me inside and give me the rundown?
Oh, I'd love to. Come on in. Everyone's welcome.
Well, Jason, Funko as a company has been around for over 25 years, but tell me, how did the whole thing really get started?
Well, to tell you the true origin story, it kind of starts and stops with Freddie Funko here, right? I can't claim that Funko is the birthplace of fun, but it's definitely where fun resides today.
Okay.
Just down the street here, 3 friends came together over their mutual love of all things retro, old cars, and ultimately bobbleheads, which they landed on as kind of like the next great thing in collectibles. And so from that was born our original format that we called the Wacky Wobbler, of all things. Great name, right? The Wacky Wobbler really kind of found its roots, if you will, at a retro store at the Universal City Walk in Hollywood, California, in an old store called Sparky's. And from there, I mean, thousands and thousands of people would line up just to kind of grab the latest Bob's Big Boy or Betty Boop or Austin Powers, if you'll believe it. Eventually, Pop came, but for a good long while, it was all about the Wacky Wobbler.
And Pop is really when things exploded. It really became a global phenomenon, and that's really the next thing that I'd like to learn about. Can you show me some more?
Let's check it out.
Well, Jason, tell me, what was it that really made Pop pop?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Well, it kind of all starts as a plush concept for us. About 2009 or so, we had this really incredible idea of a stylized plush that we put in front of one of our licensors. They came back and said, hey, have you maybe thought about taking the formula that you have with Wacky Wobblers and just applying it to that plush concept? And ultimately it birthed what we now know as Pop. It's a distinct visual style, a system unto itself, if you will, right? Where it's a 2-to-1 proportion on that body, these really cute eyes that are perfectly placed. And really it allowed us to translate almost any character under the sun, like Phoebe from Friends or maybe even Jason Voorhees, to live seamlessly on your shelf.
Right, because you're not really replicating anything exactly, but it really does just give you the feel of what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's right. Without having to rely too much on maybe the likeness of one character or another, with a small gesture or the right pose or maybe a coiffed of hair, we're really capturing what that character is at its essence. And so from that, again, you can kind of do anything, go anywhere. We've built this style of like a 2-to-1 ratio. It's a larger head and, you know, those perfectly formed eyes, but everything else changes.
Right, and I know at the heart of all of this is your interaction with your fans. You get feedback from them, you give them feedback, and what you do and what you might do next is really based around what they tell you. So I'd really like to explore that.
Oh, absolutely. I love talking about our fans.
Jason, tell me about a really great fan experience that you've had.
Oh man, I mean, honestly, there are so many to choose from, and the reality is I was always a fan first before I was ever a Funko employee. But for me, it all changed in 2017 when I went to one of our Funko events. Just seeing firsthand the passion on full display, I'd kind of found my tribe, so to speak, and I knew then and there I needed to be a part of it in some way.
So let's talk about that global tribe for a moment. How does that interaction actually happen with folks who are halfway across the world?
Oh, I mean, obviously some of it happens organically through social, but for me, really, the magic moment is when you encounter a fan at our events, right? In the wild, so to speak. Fans that, in many cases, they've been camped out there all day, or in some cases, all week. And they're really just looking there and they're really hungry and excited to talk to somebody on the inside to maybe share an opinion or make a request, right? I love that stuff. And proof positive, this pin is actually a reminder of that. A fan actually gave it to me in some of my earliest days here at Funko, and I wear it every day as a reminder. It's always about fans first.
That's amazing. So the fans are the heart of it, but the mind of it is the creative and the design work. And I'm gonna actually get to see a Funko Pop created from the ground up.
Oh, awesome. Well then, to the Batmobile.
I'm taking the only seat. You get Batman's lap.
I'm meeting up with Gary Ham, Senior Director of Creative Development at Funko, to learn about how figures come to life, from concept to color design to sculpting to packaging. Funko transforms ideas into tangible products.
Hey, Gary.
Hey, Greg, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So, Gary, I was talking with Jason about the fact that the fans are really the heart of what makes Funko go. But it seems to me that the creatives and designers are really the brains of the outfit.
Yeah, 100% agreeing with that statement. Essentially, it all starts with an idea, and the creative product team, we bring the figure to life. So it all starts here in this department. This is the creative product team department. It's made up of sculpting, concept, packaging, and rendering members.
Well, I'd really love to get a closer look at that process.
Absolutely. Follow me this way.
So your designers are all hard at work here. Walk me through the process of taking a character from concept to a final product.
Absolutely. So it all starts with the concepts of designers. They essentially come up in a digital program. They decide the posing, what accessories, expressions of the characters. Once they get signed off on that original 2D design, it goes off to our color team. They're the ones that select the color choices. They might create the vector art for the graphics on the figure. And then once all that's approved, it goes off to our sculptors. And our sculptors work in a 3D sculpting program. And that's where we get to see the figure really come to life in full 3D space, back views, top views, everything. And then from there, it's off to the factory where we get prototypes from the factory. And that's where we can have a tangible object in hand and get all the approvals. And once it's signed off, everything's good to go.
Excellent. Well, how many folks might be involved in this process from beginning to end?
Beginning to end, it could be anywhere from 4 to 6 individuals on the creative team. Again, it's concept, sculpt, packaging, rendering. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, what's next for me in all this?
So we got Krista over here. I'm going to show you what she's working on, and then maybe you'll get an opportunity to work on it yourself.
Sounds great.
All right, Greg, let me introduce you to Krista. She's our sculpt lead, and she's going to walk you through one of our latest projects.
Excellent. Thanks, Gary.
Absolutely.
Hi, Krista.
Hi, Greg.
Nice to meet you. So what are you working on?
I don't know if you've ever heard of Mars Attacks.
Oh, I love it. It's one of my favorite movies, the comic books, the trading cards, the whole bit.
Oh, that's great, because we actually just made a figure of the alien leader, as you can see here. And so this is what it's like in final plastic production, and here is how it starts in digital production.
Well, what are some of the challenges in say, working with an established character like this, but making it work in the Funko universe?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So we actually consider a lot of the details when we're starting to sculpt these. We want to try to stay as true to the license as we can while also running it through the simplification of pop style. Another thing we got to consider is what is actually going to survive molding at this scale. So as you can see here, the gloves have this detailing that has been made just deep enough and big enough in order to survive all of the molding process.
And I see the robe as well has the curly cues, and that's not going to work as a fabric kind of scenario. Now you have to do that in plastic.
That's a really good point. And actually, at the sculpt stage, we considered that and went ahead and filled it so that it's not something that they do in the factory. We actually fill that here. And so when it comes to the molding, that can pull out of the mold easier.
That's excellent. Well, what else are you working on?
Oh, I don't know if you've ever heard of Bigfoot.
I could have sworn I saw one when I was a kid, but I'm pretty sure that didn't really happen.
Yeah, he's been a great character for Funko, and we've done a couple different versions. And in fact, anytime you want to do a version of him, we can just make small changes. Like say if we wanted to give him horns, you can easily come in and pull out some like horns for him. I don't know if you'd be interested in maybe trying some of this out.
I would love to.
All right, let's see what you got.
All right. And there we go.
I think this could work. I worry about production and I do worry about box fit just a little bit.
Okay, now how would you be able to tell that whenever you're working with a sculpt that it's actually going to work in the packaging?
So we actually can check for that, and we do check for that every time. We built a macro for this program where all we have to do is press a button and it loads up the dimensions of the box. So when we get it loaded, you know what? I lied to you. This actually can work and will fit in a box.
Just barely going to fit.
So maybe we will release this later. It'll be Greg's own Bigfoot.
Let me know. Well, Krista, thank you very much.
So
This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Going to talk with Jennifer Hand, General Manager of Pop Yourself, to discuss the exciting world of Funko's Pop Yourself, where fans can craft their very own fully customized Funko Pop vinyl figure.
Hello.
Hi, Jen.
Hi, Greg. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, too. So, Jen, Funko has always had a reputation for being right on the cutting edge of things. When something new is happening in pulp culture, there's a new trend, Funko is right there. But now, you're taking that concept to a whole new level.
We are with Pop Yourself. Let's go check it out.
Okay. So, Jen, what drove Funko towards this whole idea of being able to pop yourself?
Right. Well, we've always put the fan at the core of everything that we do. And, you know, for historically a long time, that's really been about pop culture. So it's your favorite superhero, your favorite character. And what Pop Yourself has allowed us to do is go from thousands of options to now millions of options in the builder. And that opens up the opportunity that if I don't know who your favorite superhero is, I do know that maybe you like to have that cup of coffee every single morning. And so now within the builder, I can go in and I can make you, I can be a fan of you and create that one-of-one custom pop.
So it's not people just like popping themselves or making themselves into their favorite superhero or character. They're actually building friends and family and then gifting that to them.
I mean, they do make themselves. We see wedding cake toppers. We see people, you know, creating themselves as a Gryffindor house. It's gifting. It's, you know, I'm going to give it to my dad for Father's Day. I'm going to pop my boss. And it's a great gift option.
I'm going to go the other way. I want to pop me. So how do we get that done?
Awesome. Let's go to the kiosk.
Well, Jen, it seems pretty obvious that this is how we get started.
That's right.
All right, so we're gonna choose a single pop for me.
It's very intuitive. It's going to kind of flow you through the builder so that you can, pick body, and then you'll go skin tone, then hair.
Summer's coming.
Yes.
So hopefully I'll get a little bit of a tan going.
Oh, come on, get crazy.
It is pretty obvious, as you go through, it's like, oh yeah, that's me. Oh yeah, that looks like something I would wear.
That's right.
So now people are able to do this online as well. They don't have to actually come to the store and go to the kiosk.
That's the great thing. Yeah, on Funko.com, you can just go on in the builder, and I'll say sometimes there are options in the online builder that we don't have here just because we're stocking physically, whereas we can pull from the warehouse.
And you said there are millions of build options, so individuals really have an opportunity to bring themselves to this process.
There's lots of ways to build.
Well, I think that looks a lot like me.
I love it, styling. And they'll build it right here, put it in the box, and then you'll be all set, just like this says.
All right, I'm pretty excited.
So Greg, our final stop is here where Silas has built your pop. He's gonna let you look at it, and then he'll package it up.
Great.
Yeah, let me know what you guys think of it so far.
Wow, it even has a little coffee cup.
It's like a mini you.
That's how I would like to look.
I'm glad you like it. We want to package this up for you, okay?
Excellent. Jen, this has been so much fun. Getting to see everything that Funko does and then actually getting to build my own pop. Really amazing.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, letting me walk you through the builder. I love that you're gonna get to take a piece of Funko home with you.
Absolutely. Silas, thank you very much.
Hey, thank you for coming to Funko. Y'all have a wonderful day, okay?
Thanks, you too.
Back at Tomorrow's World Today World Headquarters, George is welcoming Huznal Shah, the Chief Product Officer at Funko. Huznal has a fun surprise for George and a big announcement.
Hi, Huznal. Welcome to Invention Land.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Look what I got for you, a surprise.
Oh my goodness, you popped me.
I did.
Thank you.
You know how I did it?
No.
I went into the Funko website, into the Pop Yourself platform, picked the components that best represent you in your interest and your likeness, and popped you.
It really turned out well.
I'm glad it did. That's the intention.
I have a collectible.
You do.
Oh, it's fabulous. And I hear there's really big news at Funko right now. You sold over 1 billion pops?
We did, and I have to say thanks a billion to all our fans to help us get there.
That's a good transition. My family, we've been collecting pops for a while, and I wanted to chat with you about helping us to take the Inventions, which is a comic book series that's inside the curriculum in schools, that's teaching kids STEM and STEAM. These are the characters as we have them today, but we'd like to convert them into popped characters.
Great. At Funko, we have a simple process. It's well tested and it's very simple.
Okay.
It's called the 3 C's: creativity, culture, and commercialization. So from a cultural perspective, we have to ensure that whatever we are going to pop and make figures of have cultural relevance and are impactful from a cultural sense, and the character has a fan following, right? And so those are the characters that we bring to life. So cultural is massive for Funko, being a pop culture company. The second is creativity. Everything that we create, whether it's a Funko Pop or any other figure, we pass it through a creative lens such that we are bringing out the emotion, the character, and the story behind that character in the best way, innovative and creative way within the pop, right? And the third is commercialization.
Okay.
We have to scale as a company. So everything that we decide to create has to go through a commercial lens, in that it is bringing us a brand deposit, it is bringing us hype, FOMO, as well as revenue to the bottom line. So those are the 3 C's that we consider while scaling and creating products.
I love it. And the whole concept of building it around a story, I mean, that's basically what we did. These characters, they live inside Invention Land and inside of our courseware that these middle school kids are really learning all about. And we have the good characters, which are our Invenson family and their friends, and then you have the bad character, Balzer, and his group of guys who are kind of the problem folks. So we've created this world of chaos while we're trying to invent better things in the world.
That's great.
So that's like the first part of it, and I think the scaling side of it is, given where we are right now, we're in over half of the country in the form of states, and it's growing rapidly. So we were really hoping that popping them would be really great for our audience.
Yeah, let's go talk about it. Do you want to do that?
Sure.
Yeah.
So here's what I was thinking. I was thinking that we could take this environment. And remember, tomorrow's world is where inspiration and creation drive innovation in production. See you next time.